Good morning. Welcome to Sri Krishna Stories. Rama, the dog, who told to hire him to work in a Shiva temple. Simple story to explain. One day, Ram was sitting in his palace. Then a dog was barking loudly outside. He sent a guard to find out what had happened. He chased the dog and came to Rama and said that he had chased away the dog that had barked for no reason. After a while, same guard rushed to chase the dog to bark again. This event continued. Ram told to Lakshman, who thought of this. The dog kept barking. He sent you to go and find out what the reason is. Lakshman approached the barking dog and say, "What is the cause of your grief?" He asked. That the dog started talking in Aswarak voice. Tell Rama to come, that I want justice. Surprised to hear this, Lakshmana told Ram exactly what the dog had said. Immediately, Rama came out. No one should suffer in my kingdom for no reason. So you tell me your sorrow without any hesitation. The dog politely bowed to him and began to talk. A monk threw a stone at me and broke my leg. I came here to appeal to it. I said with anguish that I want justice. Rama did not regret in a kind voice. I ordered the monk to be brought and so that I can inquire with the monk right now. After a while, the monk came here and worshipped Rama. Rama to the sannyasi, "Why did you stone this dog?" inquired. Sannyasi, for that, when I was buying pits, the dog tried to touch my bits. I was angry at this dog because I was so hungry then, so I threw a stone at it. Rama with a smile and changing face. This dog towards him is the omniscient animal. Thus he does not know how to cook or make the food he needs. The food you see appears to be eating. This is the rule for sentient beings. Just as you are hungry, this dog is also hungry. So try to eat your food. This is not wrong as per the rule of this dog. Giving food to the hungry is a virtue of a wise man. Not only did you violate the virtue, but you also made a mistake by stoning the dog. Your act is definitely a crime, so you have to coast to enjoy the corresponding punishment. Rama turned to the dog and handed over the responsibility of punishing him to this monk for harming you. I will fulfill whatever you say. For that, the dog, Rama, put him who beat me in a job of authority in a Shiva temple. This is the punishment I will give him. Rama agreed to it and issued an order to that effect. The monk also left with satisfaction, happy that he had been given a great position. The dog widened with mental satisfaction. The people who were watching this were amazed. For that monk who wonders to Anat, this is luck and not punishment. Thus he is going to be more comfortable. How is this a sentence? People asked Ram. Ram, who knew everything, told his guard to bring the dog and so that we could ask the dog and find out. The dog came too. Now people asked the dog the same question. For that I gave the monk that the dog was an official work in the shrine, a task that stood on thrones. Wrongdoers in temples, monasteries, villages, etc., who plunder the wealth of cows, orphans, those who prevent beggars from coming from the king's house, and those who plunder the food of the orphans will definitely be born as dogs in the rebirth. I took birth as a dog now because I was an abbot who made a mistake in the last birth. That is why I gave such a verdict to the monk. A monk who made a mistake in not feeding my hunger in this life will benefit from the sin that struck me if he works well from the Shiva temple work. He departed from there saying that if he did anything wrong because of desire, he would sin again and be born a dog. The suspicion of all who had gathered there was allayed. No industry should be mistaken for those in positions like governments, administrations. We should not covet the wealth of the cows, the poor, and the helpless. Do not steal, do not stop the beggars, do not rob anyone of their belongings. Say the name of Rama. Let's have a good life. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpana.